It's only been 3 days since many of us watched Damar Hamlin fall on the football field following a cardiac arrest episode.
So while he has made miraculous improvements in a very short amount of time, it's also given us time to reflect on what we have learned. Carrie Yosef joining us this afternoon. And Carrie, the incident has sparked a lot of questions when it comes to overall player safety.
Yes, Ian, it absolutely has. I mean, what a scary moment for all of us to witness on Monday Night Football. And while most of our thoughts obviously are with Damar Hamlin and his recovery, during this isolated event, there has also been some question marks for many of us in sports. And one of my first questions was, what have we learned from this, and how does it impact at other levels of sports like college? And here's some of the questions I got answered today.
Having one of our athletes experience acute cardiac arrest is the worst scenario that we can fathom.
That very scenario was witnessed by the world on Monday night, as Bills safety Damar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest following a routine football play. While Dr. Heath Hale, Director of Medical Services for UAB Athletics, shared he has never witnessed this occurrence with one of his athletes, his sports medicine team is prepared for it.
Folks may see us running out on the field taking care of a player. They may see us taking a player in and out of the tent. But what is often unseen are the countless hours of preparation and education during the preseason where we walk through scenarios just like this.
Something like commotio cordis, what numerous medical experts have speculated happened to Damar.
A phenomenon that occurs in a structurally normal heart that really requires the perfect storm. A blow to the chest, an impact to the chest that is perfectly timed in the heart's electrical rhythm.
And the medical staff had to perfectly time their response as well.
Because time is heart muscle, and because it is so important to restore that heartbeat and restore that perfusion as soon as possible, that's ultimately why we're seeing him recover.
One of Alabama's team doctors, Craig Bittner, echoed that statement.
They did a phenomenal job in identifying and going ahead and proceeding not only with CPR but applying the AED at that time, which is crucial.
AED stands for Automated External Defibrillator, something I asked EMT staff at a recent Samford basketball game to show me.
In public places, they're red.
And they're very simple. As soon as you open it up,
You open it and
it comes on.
And it will give you directions.
Now.
While defibrillators are likely at every major sporting event, having AEDs on hand are a must.
One of the most strategic things that we can do moving forward would be to really push to try to have an AED on site at every game.
Jolene and Zach of North Star EMS, who can be seen at many local athletic events, add this.
It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, get CPR trained because you will never know when you may need it.
It's very easy to get, and it really only takes about 1 day and you're certified and you would be able to save someone's life.
And on top of the importance of preparation for all of us in the event that something like this happens again, it's also been a reminder of just simply sticking together.
As we get sort of lost in the rivalries and the competition, those athletes demonstrated that solidarity of we're still all for each other.
I think the outcry of support and love has just been remarkable.
And one of the most important updates we can get today is that support has worked. Damar is awake, and he was able to ask his doctor his first question via a written note, and it was, who won that game between the Bills and the Bengals? And his doctor answered, you've won the game, Damar. You've won the game of life. Of course, we're also grateful to learn that update today and continue watching his recovery. For now, live in Birmingham, Carrie Yosef, WVTM 13, back to you guys.
Yes, sir.